Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a DIY headband. Now, I'm not the best sewer, so I'm just going to go with it and use like another headband that I have, our own, as a guide in a way. So let's get started. I'll show you guys what you're going to need. So you guys are going to need some fabric. I found this at Walmart in the apparel area, and it's slightly stretchy. Some scissors, sharp scissors, and if you guys want to get a little fancy and do some artwork or whatever you want to do to decorate it, you can use some fabric paint or fabric pens, and a sewing machine is probably best, but you can hand sew this if you want, or use fabric glue if you want to make it super easy for yourself. But I'm going to try to attempt to use my sewing machine since I haven't really used it that much. So first off, what you're going to need to do is wrap the fabric around your head so you know how much fabric you're going to need to cut, and make sure you give yourself a little bit of a gap, like an inch, so when you sew this together, it's not too tight. Now fold your fabric lengthwise so that we can sew the two ends together. If you have a headband in mind that you have on hand, you can use that as a guide on how wide you want it, like I do. So cut an inch or two above that, just in case you make a mistake on your lines, and give yourself a gap, because you never want to get too close or else it will be shorter than the actual headband width that you want. Now we're going to go ahead and sew these together. And I cut off extra fabric so that when I create my line, I don't need all that excess. Now that you've sewed your edges together, just cut any excess fabric. Make sure you don't cut your strings or, you know, what you just sewed up, because then you're going to have to re-sew that area. Now that you've done that, you're going to flip it inside out. Now you're going to fold it in half just like I've done so. And now we're going to sew those two ends together. You're going to cut off any extra strings, and then just like you did earlier, cut off extra fabric. Make sure you just give a slight amount left. And then there you have it. You have your headband. Now, if you want to use the fabric paint and get creative, you can create whatever design that you want to do, because it is your headband. This is my video for DIY headbands. Like and subscribe if you guys like to see more. And bye for now. Jalez out.